In the heart of the Middle East lies a country whose name evokes conflicting images. Yet few realize that here, on this very soil, the world's first true civilization was born. Welcome to Iran, the land the ancient Greeks called Persia, a realm of kings and poets, where every stone guards secrets 3,000 years old. Our story begins in the 6th century BC, an age when most of the world lived in tribes and villages. The Achaemenid Persian Empire became history's first superpower to unite 3 continents: Asia, Africa, and Europe. But what made Persia so powerful? The answer lies not just in military might, but in a revolutionary idea that Cyrus brought to life. Cyrus allowed conquered peoples to keep their religions, languages, and customs, an unheard of tolerance for that era. The capital of this incredible empire was a city whose name sounds like an incantation from ancient legend: Persepolis. Persepolis rises on a stone terrace 450 by 300 meters. The area of 13 football fields carved straight from the living rock. The grandeur of Persepolis was no accident. This was theater of power. Here, to the foot of the stone staircase, ambassadors arrived from every corner of the empire to bring tribute to the great king. At the heart of the complex stood the Apadana, a throne hall covering 3,600 square meters, where 72 columns 20 meters high supported a cedar ceiling. But Persepolis guards a mystery that still haunts archaeologists. In every corner of the terrace, they've found traces of an intense fire, a layer of ash several centimeters thick, charred beams, melted gold. The answer comes from ancient Greek chronicles. In 330 BC, a young Macedonian king arrived here, a man whose name would reshape the map of the world: Alexander. Fire raged for 3 days and 3 nights. Cedar ceilings collapsed, columns cracked from the heat, golden ornaments melted into pools of metal. The greatest palace of antiquity reduced to ruins, never to be rebuilt. Persepolis is only the beginning. To understand Iran, we must journey onward, north, across the Zagros Mountains, to a city they call half the world: Isfahan, jewel of Islamic architecture and heart of the next great Persian Empire. Isfahan sits at 1,600 meters above sea level, in the oasis of the Zayandeh River, the only major river in central Iran. The heart of Isfahan, Nakshi Jahan Square, meaning image of the world. On the southern side of the square rises the Imam Mosque, a masterpiece of Persian architecture. Its dome, 54 meters high, is covered in 400,000 ceramic tiles, hand-painted by master craftsmen from the city of Kashan. Each tile, a unique work of art. But the real wonder lies within. Stand beneath the center of the dome, clap your hands, and the sound returns to you 7-fold, creating an acoustic effect that engineers still cannot fully explain. On the eastern side of the square stands another mosque, Sheikh Lotfallah, built by Shah Abbas for the women of the royal court. The secret behind this effect lies in a special technique of laying tiles at different angles, causing light to refract and create an illusion of shifting color. But Isfahan isn't famous for its mosques alone. The city stands on 11 ancient bridges spanning the Zayandeh River, and each one is a masterpiece of engineering. The bridge served as more than just a crossing. It was a public space where townspeople would gather in the evenings to drink tea, listen to music, and watch the sunset. But why did Isfahan, a city in the heart of the desert, become so powerful? The answer doesn't lie on the surface. It lies underground. This system is called a qanat, a word that simply means channel, but behind it stands an engineering marvel. No one knows for certain who first invented qanats. Some historians claim it was the Persians under Cyrus the Great, around 550 BC. But what's beyond dispute is this. It was this technology that enabled the Persians to create the world's first superpower. Without qanats, there would be no Hanging Gardens of Babylon, no palaces of Persepolis, no caravan routes across the Dasht-i-Kavir desert. And today, 2,500 years later, these tunnels are still working. In Yazd province, farmers descend into the same shafts their ancestors dug and draw water flowing from beneath the mountains. The total length of these underground water tunnels across Iran exceeds 50,000 kilometers, longer than Earth's equator. It's the largest hydraulic system of the ancient world, and it still supplies water to some 15 million people. But water is only part of the story, because Iran doesn't just stand on sand. It stands on the ruins of the greatest empire the ancient world ever knew, Persepolis, capital of the Achaemenid Empire. Built by Darius I in 515 BC, it was conceived as a symbol of dominion over the entire known world, from India to Egypt, from the Black Sea to the Arabian. Construction lasted 58 years. Stone was hauled from quarries 50 kilometers away. Craftsmen came from across the empire: Babylonian masons, Egyptian sculptors, Greek ivory carvers. The result was staggering. A palace complex of 125,000 square meters, with columns 20 meters high and staircases ascended by ambassadors from 23 nations, bearing tribute to the great king. But Darius's greatest achievement wasn't architectural. It was a document. Historians call it the world's first declaration of human rights. 2,500 years before the French Revolution, a Persian king proclaimed freedom of conscience and equality before the law. But every empire falls eventually. For Persepolis, the end came in 330 BC, when a young Macedonian king named Alexander crossed the Hellespont with an army of 30,000. After his victory at Gaugamela, Alexander entered Persepolis. What happened next is still debated. Some sources say he ordered the palace burned in revenge for the sacking of Athens. Whatever the truth, in a single night, Persepolis was reduced to ashes. 58 years of construction destroyed in a matter of hours. Cedar beams collapsed, gold melted, stone cracked from the heat. For 2,000 years, the ruins lay buried beneath the sand, forgotten by the world. Locals called the place Takhti Jamshid, the throne of Jamshid, a legendary king from ancient Persian lore. They had no idea they stood on the site of antiquity's greatest capital. It wasn't until 1931 that archaeologists began excavating. What they uncovered stunned the world. Reliefs depicting processions of ambassadors, columns crowned with winged bulls, staircases polished to a mirror finish. But Persepolis isn't ancient, Iran's only wonder, because 300 kilometers to the northwest stands another city that once outshone every capital on Earth: Isfahan. In the 17th century, under Shah Abbas I, this city became the capital of the Safavid Empire, the last great Persian dynasty before the colonial age. Shah Abbas moved the capital from Qazvin to Isfahan in 1598 with a single goal: to create a city that would prove to the world Persia was still a great power, capable of rivaling the Ottoman Empire, and he ordered the construction of Naqsh-e-Jahan Square, image of the world, 512 meters long, surrounded by two-story arcades housing 400 shops. On the square's southern side rises the Imam Mosque, a masterpiece of Islamic architecture with a dome 54 meters high, covered in turquoise tiles that shift in hue with the changing angle of the sun. Inside, the dome possesses an acoustic marvel. Stand in the center of the hall and clap your hands. The sound will echo 7 times, creating an effect the builders called the Prophet's Echo. But the acoustics are only one layer of mystery. The dome of Sheikh Lotfallah has no minaret, the only mosque of this scale in the Islamic world without a call tower. From Isfahan, the path leads east, to the edge of the Great Salt Desert, the Dasht-e-Kavir. Here, summer temperatures reach 50 degrees Celsius, and a salt crust meters thick conceals treacherous quicksand bogs. But the Persians achieved the impossible. Beneath this desert, at a depth of 15 to 20 meters, run qanats, an ancient system of underground channels that gather snowmelt from the Zagros Mountains and deliver it to cities and oases. Building a single qanat took decades. Workers dug vertical shafts every 50 meters, then connected them with a horizontal tunnel below ground, following the line of the water table. The system still functions today. Some qanats are 3,000 years old. At the edge of the desert stands the city of Yazd, one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Its mud brick houses are built to reflect the sun, and above the rooftops rise badgers, wine towers that cool the air without electricity. The badger draws hot air from outside, passes it over an underground qanat where water evaporates and cools the flow, then pushes the coolness into the house. But Yazd is known for more than just its architecture. In Yazd's fire, temple burns a flame that, according to legend, has not been extinguished for 1,500 years. Zoroastrian priests feed the fire with dry wood 5 times a day. The flame symbolizes divine wisdom and the eternal struggle of light against darkness. On the outskirts of Yazd stand the Towers of Silence, dakmas, circular stone platforms atop hills. Here, Zoroastrians left their dead. They believed that earth and fire were sacred, and to bury a body in them would be defilement. The practice ended in the 1970s, but the towers remain, silent witnesses to a faith older than Christianity and Islam. Today, fewer than 25,000 Zoroastrians live in Iran, but their legacy permeates all of Persian culture. Southwest of Yazd, at the foot of the Zagros Mountains, lie the ruins of Pasargadae, the first capital of the Persian Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great in 559 BC. The Tomb of Cyrus. A simple stone chamber on a 6-stepped platform, without ornament, without gilding. Inside once stood a golden sarcophagus, plundered by the soldiers of Alexander the Great. Just 50 kilometers to the south stands Persepolis, the capital razed by Cyrus's son, Darius I, in 518 BC. This was not merely a palace, it was a symbol of power over the world. Darius built Persepolis on an artificial platform 14 meters high, a foundation of limestone carved from the mountainside. Each delegation carved with ethnographic precision: Greeks in tunics, Africans with giraffes, Indians with elephants. Archaeologists have counted depictions of 23 different peoples. The Persians studied the conquered cultures and recorded their details in stone. In the Apadana, the great throne hall of Persepolis, stood 36 columns 19 meters high, crowned with capitals shaped like bulls and griffins. The hall could hold 10,000 people. But the glory of Persepolis was short-lived. In 330 BC, Alexander the Great conquered Persia and burned the capital. Ancient sources claim the fire raged for days, flames visible 100 kilometers away. Why Alexander did this remains a mystery. Some sources say it was revenge for the Persian sack of Athens a century and a half earlier. Others, that it was a drunken escapade at a feast instigated by the courtesan Cyrus. What remained lay buried beneath the sand for 2,000 years. Persepolis was rediscovered only in the 1630s by European travelers, but large-scale excavations didn't begin until the 1930s. The tablets are written in cuneiform in the Elamite language and contain financial accounts, payroll records, ration logs for workers. One document lists the wages of stonemasons. Men received 10 liters of barley per month, women 7, children 3. The tablets prove that Persepolis's builders were not slaves. They were paid. The Achaemenid Empire was the first civilization to abolish slavery at the state level. Today, a copy of the Cyrus cylinder is kept at UN headquarters in New York, a symbol that the concept of human rights was not born in 18th century Europe, but in 6th century BC Persia, 2300. Not far from Persepolis, carved into the sheer cliffs of Nakshi Rostam, are 4 royal tombs. The facades are adorned with winged figures and cuneiform inscriptions celebrating the deeds of kings. Below the tombs, carved into the same rock, 7 Sasanian reliefs depict the triumphs of kings from the 3rd to 7th centuries. Shapur I receives the captive Roman Emperor Valerian. The Sasanian Empire, the 3rd great Persian dynasty, ruled from 224 to 651 AD. Its capital, Ctesiphon, stood on the banks of the Tigris in Mesopotamia. The Sasanians revived Zoroastrianism as the state religion. Fire temples, Acheshkadas, burned in every city. The sacred flame, fed by oil or gas from the earth, never went out. Priests performed rituals before the fire, symbol of divine truth. The most famous survivor is the temple of Ateshkadeye Adur-Gushnasp near Takhti Soliman in northwestern Iran. Built in the 5th century, it was a pilgrimage site for warriors and kings. In 651, the Arabs conquered Persia. The Sasanian dynasty fell. Islam spread across the land. But Persian culture did not vanish. It merged with the new faith, giving rise to a unique synthesis of architecture, poetry, and science. By the 11th century, Isfahan had become the capital of the Seljuk Empire, one of the largest cities in the world. The Shah Mosque, on the square's southern side, is clad in blue and turquoise tile. 475,000 ceramic pieces cover the walls and dome. Arabic calligraphy weaves through geometric patterns. Opposite it, the Sheikh Lotfallah Mosque, an intimate, asymmetrical wonder. Built for the women of the Shah's court, it has no minaret. The dome shifts from cream and morning light to rose at sunset. Inside, the tilework catches the light, creating the illusion that the patterns are moving. On the square's eastern side, the Ali Kapu Palace rises 6 stories. Shah Abbas received ambassadors on the 3rd-level terrace, which commanded a view of the entire square. Isfahan is fed by the Zayandeh River. 11 bridges span its course. Sayose Pol, the bridge of 33 arches, built in 1602, served as both dam and thoroughfare. South of Isfahan, in the city of Shiraz, Hafez and Sadi were born, the greatest of Persian poets. Hafez's tomb, surrounded by gardens, is a pilgrimage site for lovers and dreamers. Not far from Shiraz lie Pasargadae, the first capital of Cyrus the Great. His tomb, a simple stepped structure of 6 stone tiers, stands in contrast to the splendor of Persepolis. An inscription the Greeks once read declared, "Traveler, I am Cyrus, who gave the Persians an empire." In northern Iran, the Caspian Sea washes the provinces of Gilan and Mazandaran. The climate here is humid, the forests thick. Rice paddies stretch to the horizon. Villages hide in the greenery, houses built of wood, a rarity in stone-built Persia. In the Alborz Mountains, north of Tehran, Mount Damavand rises 5,610 meters. It's the highest volcano in Asia, dormant but not dead. In the northwest, in Tabriz, an ancient trading hub on the Silk Road, stands the Kabud Mosque, the Blue Mosque. The earthquake of 1779 destroyed the dome, but the turquoise tiles of the portal survived. In central Iran, the Dasht-e-Kavir Desert stretches across 30,000 square miles. A salt crust, an ancient lake that evaporated millions of years ago. In summer, temperatures reach 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Few caravan routes cross it, marking the springs. Further south lies the Dasht-e-Lut Desert, even harsher. Satellites have recorded the highest surface temperature on Earth here, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. The Kholuts, wind-carved sandstone castles, sculpted by erosion into fantastic shapes, a city without inhabitants. In the southwest, in Khuzestan province, the Karun River flows through marshlands and palm groves. The city of Shushtar is famous for its ancient hydraulic engineering. The Shushtar system, built in the 3rd century under Shapur I, includes dams, bridges, and water mills. On Hormuz Island in the Persian Gulf, the soil is painted red, yellow, ochre. Oxidized minerals make the landscape look like the surface of Mars. The Portuguese built a fortress here in 1507, controlling the spice trade. In Tehran, the capital with a population of 9 million, modern towers stand alongside bazaars and palaces. The Golistan Palace, a 19th century residence of the Qajars, blends Persian architecture with European touches. The National Museum of Iran holds artifacts from every era: cuneiform tablets, golden Achaemenid bowls, Sasanian silks, Islamic ceramics. Each gallery is a new chapter in a book written across 7,000 years. Today, Iran is a land of contrasts. Ancient ruins stand alongside oil derricks. Zoroastrian fires burn beside mosques. Young people study Persian poetry while coding apps. Iran is not one face. It is empires that changed the course of history. It is architecture that takes your breath away. It is poetry whispered by lovers. It is deserts where there is nothing but sky.